We have no need for Thatchers around here, Trollpants. I disagree with you on a fundamental level. It's Rimworld. Welcome back to another day. No, keep saying day. It isn't day. It's never day. What is a day? There is no day here. Just started today's episode and this thing's already getting to me. Welcome back to Cauliflower Valley. It's the long night. We've got too many people because, you know, there's like 20 people that actually live here. And then we've got these 12 that temporarily live here. It's been a real time of things. Today, we are going to switch on this brand new reactor, Omicron here. We've got to finish building the Zeus turbine, which is almost there. Lianlu is hard at work, telling jokes about friendly gardeners and making turbine blades. I forgot what they were for a hot second there, but don't worry about it. But yes, we're going to turn that on. What else are we going to do? Oh, okay, yeah, it's all those plumps, destitute drifters. That's what they were called. Well, that's what they called themselves anyway. They're all wearing tattered apparel. Isn't that just terrible? And, you know, I don't actually think we could do anything about it. Maybe we can. We're not going to, but maybe we could. We're just not going to because we're charitable, but hey, we're not that charitable. What else is on the agenda today? We are going to get to work on what we call hypergenetics. The vast majority of this ground has been reclaimed. Enough, I think, to put together the new and improved gene lab. I think that might actually be what we start with today. You know, that sounds like as good a place as any to get to work. So, hey, let's go for... I actually kind of... Well, no, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. Something like this. It needs to be quite large, you see. It needs to be quite large indeed. I think that'll work, actually. Put that down there. Yeah, we'll start with this, I think. And then we just want to fill this up with gene processors. We've got these huge gene banks, which are doing tremendous work for us because they store up to 48 individual genes. It's phenomenal. We'll get that wall put in place. Looks like Robot Buddy and Robot Buddy II are already hard at work. And then once that actual architecture's done, we'll start putting the pieces together necessary for this to become an incredibly wonderful and perfect hypergenetics lab. We've got a really solid construction crew these days. We've got Nacho, Lianlu, Zarish, the two robots. Hookert should be involved too, but I think she's actually... Oh, she's making turbine blades at the moment. Just gonna check in on her. How are you doing? Are you alright? Hazel's, well, Hazel's converting petroleum into neutroamine. Neutroamine? Neutroamine. Neutroamine? Oh god. The turbine blades are complete. We have 1,000 turbine blades. Excellent news. Let's get that Zeus turbine sorted out. That's going to take 20 components, 2 advanced components, all of the turbine blades, and then an additional 500 steel on top of that, which we've already spent. Yikes, that's a lot, but it's worth it. I feel like it might be taking Robot Buddy here quite some time to put this together. Look, you're awake. How about you just switch with Robot Buddy there and get this thing put together a little bit faster for us, why don't you? You know, for all of the complaining I've done and for all of the meta reasons I hate Plump and his friends, it's quite nice to be able to help these people out in the way that we have. We've given them this, and there's no floor in here, but we've given them this lovely barracks to stay in, and they're all probably better and healthier for having come to Cauliflower Valley, so aside from the disturbed sleep, the ratty apparel, at least they're happy about wielding their wooden clubs and what have you. They're all wielding clubs. It's very odd that Plump arrived with an army of children all carrying clubs. But she did. And, well, yeah. Oh, hey, some visitors. How about that? Some folks from the Imperium have come to say hello. And what an odd little group you are. Imagine at least one complaint will be lodged by these people. It tends to be the case that the Imperium come to stay and then complain about things. And yet they keep coming. That being said, we did actually make sure that they had lavish meals available, so, you know, getting good at this hotel business. How you getting on with that turbine, Hugger? Oh, goodness gracious, it's just as slow for you, really, isn't it? Yeah. What is your construction skill at nowadays, actually? 1671. Has Nacho overtaken you? No. No, Nacho has not. Wow. Just going to take some time. But hey, what if we sped time up? So it takes just as much time for Hooker, but no time at all for... Well, no, it doesn't really make much difference, does it? Doesn't really make much difference at all. You're not going to starve or anything by us forcing you to do this. Now, you're totally fine. Hooker's been a busy lady lately. She's on top of building a brand new turbine. She's also in the middle of creating some prestige mechbreaker armor for herself, but some things are just a little bit more important than others. She's almost there. She's almost there. And success. Hey, look at that. The state of it. Wow. All that's left then is... How much fuel? 37. 37 fuel rods, of which we currently have 15. That doesn't seem to have increased by anything. Oh, well, Leanne is in the midst of it, though, so that's good news. You're making 19 more. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just... I think what we'll do here is... In fact... No, do you know something? We might as well just start plugging those in as and when they get ready. So, manage the reactor for us there, Farley. If you'd be so kind. Kind. And let's put an arrow on all of these. And let's not start it, because that'll be weird. And Zarish is on the job. That's going to take some doing, isn't it? Well, we'll let that get on in the background. Meanwhile, our genetics lab, or the skeleton thereof, is finished. Of course, it's going to need some flooring. You can't have a lab without some flooring. I think we'll just go for some regular old asphalt. Everything's a bit grey, actually, isn't it? Because of all the asphalt we're laying down. But that's just what happens, you know. We're effectively living in the midst of a Counting Crows song here. Except it's not a parking lot. It's a place for us to create genetic abominations. Will say by this point I would have liked to have had more carpets, but cotton just isn't really something that we can produce regularly. Turns out that as nice as colourful carpets everywhere would be, keeping people alive and not starving to death is a little bit more of a priority. It's a sad truth to admit, I know, but a truth that must be admitted nevertheless. Wow, this actually looks horrifying, but hey, it'll look better. It'll look better once stuff's inside here. And what's the reach on this? Is an orbital trade column, by the way, added by the utility columns mod, which I absolutely love. So I think the reach on that's actually quite significant, but we don't really need to worry too much. Let's go for some symmetry here, because that's actually what's important. So maybe I've made this too big. No, it can't be that I've made it too big. That would be absurd. In fact, you know what? We kind of need to do something like wait a minute. Don't uninstall that. I need to kind of see where this is all going to fit. They all need to be in range of the gene assembler. So I'm hoping, yes, this is going to work quite nicely. And that top right corner is definitely going to be in range. So yeah, gene assembler there is perfect. We will keep the gene extractor, but that can kind of just go here by the entrance, I would say. It doesn't need to be anything particularly fancy. Although I don't really like the idea of them having to walk past it. I mean, you wouldn't, would you? You know? Oh, it'll be fine there. Good enough. And then the gene banks, we can just plug in down here. Something like this. Yes, okay. Right, and then let's just go for something like this for now. Let's see what kind of capacity that ends up leaving us with. Oh my goodness, we've got so many genes, it's insane. It's nice, these construction projects, when the whole colony comes together to get the work done. Or in this case, just shuttle the vast array of gene packs that we've got from this location to that location. But, you know, it's all important work. It's all important work. This is becoming increasingly messy. Not really helped by the fact that we've got 11 additional children running around. But it's a bit of an eyesore. I don't really like the fact that our wonderful state-of-the-art nuclear facility is covered in dirt and trash. It's not very... Well, it's not a good look, shall we? It's the jagged megasloths? One moment. So, to combat that little situation, I've queued up Huckett to create ourselves 2 additional clean sweepers, because, you know, we can't be having this. We just can't be having this at all. I feel like Cube and Drevi just... Well, especially Drevi at the moment, given that Drevi's currently in the old resurrection cycle. But they just can't handle this by themselves anymore. They need 2 more friends. So 2 more friends is what they will have. What is the jagged megasloths? Caravans of the Druidic Circle are being harassed by a pack of 14 hunting megasloths. Lakani wants our help to draw the beasts away, and they'll arrive here very quickly if we were to do such a thing. But we'd get 3 mining skill trainers, 2 archite capsules, and Silent Neuroform is kind of nice. A Silent Neuroform is really nice, actually. Alcohol resistant or perfect immunity and Garanlan dependency. I think we'll go with the capsules and the, yeah, this middle set of rewards here looks good. And we can probably deal with 14-man hunting megasloths, right? Should I have accepted that at 2 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. But I did. And now they're here. They have entered the area. And, wow, there are... They do look somewhat menacing when there's 14 megasloths bearing down on you, doesn't it? But hey, you know, we'll saddle up and get into position. Because the fun's about to start. Where are they going? Well, 2 of them at least have making the bold decision to come at us. But the rest are just kind of chilling by the western entrance. Maybe we don't need everyone. Do you know what? Could you, you all just, you just go chill. Just go chill. Gotta, except Hooker, you stay here. We're gonna test the mechs and the turrets. And, what a test it's been. No, where you going? Where you going? Hey, Kurog, can you take on a Megasloth? Yes, you pretty much can. The rest of them are just, yeah, they're just chilling. Alright, I guess we'll have to send out a squad to deal with that little mess then instead. Never easy, is it? Especially considering they are literally outside of the door, and dealing with that's a little bit problematic. What if we sent out Hazel and Sinatra? Minigun application? Maybe we'll send Nacho too, just to provide some, you know, cover here. Oh, don't carry a baby while you're drafted. Let's send Ethel instead. Well, you're not carrying a baby anymore, are you? Oh, that was an excuse if I ever did see one. Grief. Hazel and Sinatra have arrived at the designated location just in time for what it looks to be. They're all coming through the main entrance now, aren't they? No, there's a couple of them that aren't actually. Hey, get in the doorway. Let's do some work. Or let's not. That one's a bit too close for comfort. Ethel, get in there. Yes. Form an orderly queue to get gunned down, if you please. These walls are taking the same sort of beating as they were when we had to deal with the insects. Ethel, you okay, by the way? I realise that putting you against these gigantic monstrosities in this particular manner isn't necessarily ideal for your health, but you seem to be doing alright. Sinatra, what is your shooting skill? It's 11. You surely couldn't be doing more than destroying our granite wall here. But apparently not. Ethel, you still alive? Good buddy? No, you are down, actually. You're bleeding out in 11 hours because your right second toe got bit off. Hazel, are you going to be able to just... Well, the wall's gone. Nacho, do you want to come and rescue your husband? Yeah, cool. Alright, Hazel, you can finish these off. Sinatra, you can go home. Probably should have gotten Sinatra. In fact, Sinatra, do you want to rescue Ethel instead? That makes more sense. I think that's all of them. Oh no, there's a situation brewing here. The robots. Yes, robot buddies. And, well, both robot buddies are... Yeah. Got a little bit excited there. Oh well, Diona, surely you can... Right? Because if you don't, then this small child is in a bit of a problematic situation. Come on. Battle of the century going on here. I think Diona's actually going to go down. Right? You're going to kill it though, right? Yeah, okay, good job. Fall asleep. Okay, well, Huggett's got a bit of work to do, and we lost Robot Buddy, but, go. You just get out of there, Hazel. It's a bit smelly in there, you know? Could that have gone better? Probably. Do I care? No. That's something that you want, isn't it? You just want to be brought back to the land of the living by Zarish, the Mind Devourer. It's important that I didn't say Flayer. The smile on Hazel's face. He's been in a good little scrap there. He's happy. This isn't going to cause you to move around like an old man, is it, Ethel? We can now, thanks to these wonderful gene processors, go up to a complexity of 24. Can we go better, bigger, crazier? Let's add another 3 in and see what that does for us. Room was definitely too large, but it's fine. What did we get again for Ethel's toe? Oh, you haven't sent us a reward yet because this one's bleeding out. Well, you know, that's we'll just let this picture of suffering continue until eventually we get our treats. And there we go. The transport pods with following contents have arrived. Psilink Neuroformer, that's a psi level, and then some skill trainers in mining. Who could we give those to is the real trick, isn't it? Carmorta's, well, 17, yeah, she doesn't need it. Puckett doesn't really need it either. What else have we got mining? Plump, no. Nacho, I guess. Nacho, Brenwyn, and hey, what about apprehension or something? Acacia? Apprehension's got that passion in it. You know what? We'll feed those to apprehension. That sounds like a good plan. Right, we'll use all of them on apprehension, in fact. Starting out at 4. 1 takes her up to 13. 18. She's now our best miner by a country mile. Well, sorry, he's now our best miner by a country mile. Who'da thunk it? Not actually going to have apprehension doing any mining just yet, but I guess actually with the groundbreaker trait there, mining yield plus 20%, yeah, that's actually a uninformed yet good decision. So there you go. Question now is, who do we give this neuroformer to? Maybe we wait until Athos is leveled up naturally and then give it to Athos to then get Farskip on the go there. That's an option. In fact, I think that's what we'll do. That's exactly what we'll do. The lights are slowly but surely coming on within the Omicron reactor. Still got 16 more fuel rods to connect to the thing, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. And a growth moment for Keisha to reach the biological aid of 10. Ain't that something? Hey, double passion intellectual. Let's go. What else we got going on for you then? Shooting? Sure, we'll take shooting. And you know something? It would be nice to have another artist around here that isn't Kalani, but then do we need that? Really? Well, we definitely don't need another miner, so yeah, sure, let's go for that. Why though? You want to spend more time watching others caring for sick people and chatting on the radio with outsiders? Well, alright. Thin-skinned? You tend to bleed much more profusely than others. Abstinent? You don't eat or drink much? Hey, that's quite good. Cold inclined, body modder, chronically ill, or a patient cook. I think we'll go for abstinent. A coordinated abstinent Keisha. Those 3 additional gene processors are complete, so now complexity of 30. Hey, okay, let's see what we can do here, because we've got a lot of genes, and in fact, I previously created this thing for Nacho, right? Yeah. Is there anything else that we could add in here? We've got the space for it, so, you know. Gonna say no and just gonna run with this. Strong melee damage, fast hitting in melee, duelist, robust. Getting her blue skin back is always nice. And I think, yeah, the only sort of weirdness going on really is the sapling birth. But you know what? That's just what happens. We'll call this Natchez 3 and start combining. And we'll start looking at genetically modifying some more of these fine people. Just had a thought, actually. Whilst we are waiting for the remaining fuel rods to get finished, I think we'll power Omicron up. We'll just stop them from being able to go in there and add more rods to it for now, but we'll switch it on. Reason being, our research just requires us to power it up and start producing powers. So, Farley, let's hit that on switch and see what we've got going on with Omicron at the capacity that it currently has. So, start her up, and let's bring it up to, say, bring it up to 50% for now. And the cooling capacity and the turbine capacity here is insane. Turbine's just not even working at all yet. It's getting pretty hot in there, though, I must admit. Certainly hotter than the other one. Alright, that's 50%, and we aren't even touching the turbine yet. So let's bump her up to 75. 140,000 watts, by the way, that's obscene. Life 2 years still, which is, you know, quite a long time. But yeah, that turbine's just untouchable now. Can we just go to 100% on this thing? We actually could. And that drops the lifespan of these middle sections to less than 2 years, which is kind of brilliant, actually. Okay. We will probably not run it at 100%. Let's just bring it down to... I mean, we don't even need it. We don't even need it more than 10% right now, really. Let's bring it down to 10% for the time being, because what we're actually looking for here is... Yes, perfect. Testing the nuclear reactor. There we go. We can run this thing hot at 100%. That would be ideal. And the Imperium are extremely happy with us. Hey, how about that? I'm almost tempted to just decommission Alpha, because this is going to generate way more power, and then we can repurpose the fuel that Alpha is using. But then we'll need to be switching Omicron off every so often to remove fuel from it to then reprocess. So maybe keeping Alpha here is actually a good idea. Zarish is being hunted by a timber wolf. I'm going to assume yes. Up here, Zarish, just get yourself indoors. Timberwolf, you you just get back to wandering around there. Hazel, in fact, do you know something? There's a lot of predators again. So how about we do some work on this thing? Or fail miserably at putting your minigun, what is it? Charge minigun to work. But at least you're getting some melee skill. Yeah, good job. Oh my word, that's a lot of Feralisks. I don't like the look of that, actually. Could we, I think we need to do something about that. Let's go. The anti-Feralisk squad is here. Kerwin up front, given the fact that, you know, got the, what's the word I'm looking for there? Flamethrower, yes, of course. Athos, do you want to start proceedings? Wow. What a shot. And again. Oh, you missed. Okay, let's go for a guided shot on that thing. Come on. Show us some sweet moves. Revenge, yeah. Here they come. Okay, perfect. Oh no, Robot Buddy is being webbed. You want to guided shot this last one there? Perfect. Alright, let's just get rid of that as well. It's still alive, but don't worry about it. Right, good enough. Can't be having that, can we? I wonder how long these were here. I just wasn't really paying attention. You're a bit sore as well, aren't you? What happened to you? Who did you get into a fight with? You got into a fight with a shot goat. Well, that'll do it. We'll go ahead and pilfer that for some feud. Cohen's almost finished the new and improved Natcha's genes, and unless I'm mistaken, yes, she's ready to receive them as well. Good news. Whenever you're ready, Kerwin. This is science right here. Just wiggle at the machine until the bar is complete. There we go. Good job. Xenogerm has been completed. And there it is. Okay, Nacho. Let's plug that right in there. There it is. Plant Xenogerm. Natcha's 3. Accept. Confirm. Who's next? Athos, I suppose. Athos, who is good at plants and shooting. So plants and shooting, huh? We don't really have much in the way of making folks better at shooting, which is a little bit unfortunate. We've got lots of melee skills, but shooting is a little bit of a miss, to be honest. Green Thumb's kind of nice, though. Yeah, maybe we'll come back to our marksman. And with this shooting curiosity, I suppose. But it's not quite as, like, insanely good as we can make our melee characters. Instead of Athos, let's go for Aethel here. So Aethel, melee, cooking, plants, and medical, which we can definitely do some stuff with. But for Aethel, I think we'll run this monstrosity here. Again, just absurdly good in melee, slow shooting and slow running, and gonna be just the worst shot going, really. Gonna give Aethel the sapling birth and unconstrained as well, you know? Kind of makes sense. What with the relationship that he has with Nacho. And I guess we could probably go for another +1 here if we really wanted to. Like, do we really need Slow Runner? Well, yeah, we kind of do for that +3 that it's giving. Enforcer doesn't really do much of anything that we need to worry about, you know. We don't really go around controlling people who are getting out of line and arresting them. So that's fine. I wonder what else we could add. Nope, the more I look at it, the more I think, actually, we'll settle for this. We can offset... Oh, no, Malachite capsules. No! I thought we had them. Oh well. No sapling birth for Aethel. We can offset the slow runner with bionic legs. Although I think he might already have them. He doesn't. Perfect. But we'll whip up 2 legs then for Aethel. Aethel just grabbed that natural silent level, which is wonderful. We've grabbed Skip Door, which we're probably not going to use, to be entirely honest with you. More importantly than that, we can now feed. We'll go with feed. We'll feed Aethos the neuroformer once she wakes up. She ain't going to wake up for that. Nacho has had the new genes implemented, and if she was to roll over, we could barely see it on the colonist bar, but if she was to roll over, Nacho, although admittedly that might be difficult, she is in a coma. Coma patients not known for their ability to move. Okay, I guess we'll just leave her. Unless... No. Point is, she's got our blue skin back, so ain't that something? And spring has begun, and the long night remains. Ah, she has moved. Blue skin Nacho. Back at it again. Never realised how much I missed that, but I did. And now it's back, and I feel good. What's going on here? Why is Group 2 sad? Oh, I guess it's because Aethel's in... Ah, they're fine. Right? You're fine? You're fine. You're fine? Yeah, you're fine. And Athos is awake, so now upgrade that Psylink if you'd be so kind, my dear. Boom. There we go. Bar skip. Simple as that. You are kind of strong, aren't you? Well, you don't have much in the way of heat capacity, actually. Maybe we should look at upgrading that. But other than, you know, that little problem, you're doing all right there, Ethos. The first of our new 2 clean sweepers has been put into service. Hello there, clean sweeper. You need a name. We're going to call you Mop. No, we're not. We're going to call you Moppo, thanks to that typo. Welcome to the team, Moppo. Trollpants has had another flash of inspiration. Survival versus luxury. That's something that we have actually had to deal with. How to be animal without being murderous? Yeah. We can be fearful without being murderous. It's true, Trollpants. It's so true. And we should explore through mountains and caves. In fact, you know, you need something in particular to be able to do that. And we have the right to survive. God, this is an enormous crowd of people, isn't it? It was an encouraging leader speech. It was well delivered. The idea that Trollpants put forth to the colony has taken root, and it's time for us to change what we believe in once again. No longer are we a bulwark. No longer do we feel that healthcare is the be-all and end-all. That's not to say that the hospital isn't still important to us. It absolutely is. More important, though, is transcending our humanity. We are transhumanist. And throughout the long night, the one thing that's kept us going is the light. And the light, and obscuring one's vision and one's mind, is not to be condoned. We are void-touched. We are transhumanist. We are psychically focused. And we think the light is fantastic. And hopefully that belief in light will bring back the dawn. Because, good grief, I'm so fed up with the long night. We'll still go with emancipation because that's just important to have, you know. Other changes that's meant is that we now despise combat in darkness. It's a little bit of a problem if we get attacked during the long night, admittedly. Everyone's going to be quite upset. But, you know, that's just how things go around here. Our leader is still the best Psycaster. We now approve of body modification. Our slavery beliefs still exist to completely and utterly emancipate anyone and everyone that we can. Our people demand age reversal. They prefer neural supercharges. They spend less time in the biosculpting pods. We're still going to leave the hospital as a required thing. You know, a sort of, shall we say, relic of a bygone era in the belief system of the remnants here. But yeah, the key changes here is that darkness is now something that everyone here really hates. And, you know, they kind of like the fact that they are slowly but surely becoming more mechanical. We are done. The remnants have reformed. And I think the first thing that we should probably do is put some lights down here. So they're going to be really upset if they're stood here without any lighting. And everyone really, really demands some age reversal treatment as a result of us doing this. Fortunately, we've got a bit of space available in our genetics lab, and I actually think the genetics lab is the perfect place to put down some additional biosculptors. So let's do it. Oh, and Aethel's Genogerm is completed as well, so we'll go ahead and get that implanted. Let's not harvest his right lung, though. Whoops, Daisy, that's a misclick if ever there was one. Wow, we seem to have really woken the insects up recently. The vibrations from our deep drills have angered some of them, and they're tunneling up to seek revenge. Where are they tunneling? Oh, they're tunneling up on Plump here. I see. Well, nothing for it. Let's get in there. Good thing that we didn't put Aethel under for that. Yeah, maybe we don't want to actually go in front of where the turrets are. Hey, Plump, you should run far. Oh, there's not that many of them, actually. Nothing that we can't deal with, at least. Right? Squad? Yeah? Oh, goodness gracious me. Let's switch you lot around to here, I think. Perfect. A little bit concerned. Well, I don't know why. It's over before it even started, let's be honest. Okay. So, good job, everybody. Finish that off, why don't you? There you go. Right, off you go. That one, you alright? Yeah, you're bleeding out in 7 hours? Yeah? Alright, good job. Well, that's what you get for tunneling up here in the manner to which you've become accustomed. Yes, that was an attack. The reactions that these folks have had to the change in beliefs are kind of something else, you know? They're still quite upset about the fact that we rejected that wanderer that one time. The fact that they've got some modifications makes them a little bit happy. Depends on the person, really. If we take, like, say, Nacho here, for example, integrated is 3, whereas Troll Pants is enhanced. Yeah, so that goes up the more modifications that they have. They all want a neural supercharge because they feel like they are running below their true capacity without one. They all really, really want that age reversal treatment because, you know, they're trapped in a decaying prison of flesh. Which, yes, I suppose that you are. And where's the light? Where's the light gone? Well, there's nothing that Troll Pants really cares about with regards to the light, which is quite fine. We'll get the age reversals sorted out soon, don't you worry. We've got the pods on the way. We can't really reverse everyone all at once. That would be absurd. We got attacked whilst everyone was just potting it up. Yeah, no way to be. Aethel's been genetically modified and is now super bad at mining and crafting and shooting. But my word, he's going to be able to do some melee damage, huh? At this point, I would say he could probably keep up with Nacho quite comfortably. And our final piece of research into nuclear reactors is completed. That's it. Advanced nuclear power is ours for the taking. What is an RTG? And we don't really need one of those yet. We haven't got any radiation going on, but that's kind of cool. Converts the heat released by the decay of a suitable radioactive material into electricity. Yeah, I think we'll leave that for now. The Liberator. Wow, that's expensive, huh? That's going to require us to create plutonium, which we can't necessarily do just yet, so we'll leave that for now too. I think what we'll grab first is the HEL, the High Energy Laser. Destroys enemy airborne projectiles such as mortar shells. When a mortar is fired, the system will check if the shell will pass through the range of a HEL and attempt to track the target and fire once it's in range. It's 3,000 silver, but let's get after it. I think a high energy laser is exactly what we need here in Colivar Valley. I'm surprised we haven't got high energy lasers already. Our age reversal pods are beginning to materialize. Sure, we'll go with the word materialize. I think what we'll do to begin with then, let's take a look at who actually wants the age reversal. I mean, everybody does kind of want the age reversal. Zarish definitely can go first because, you know, Zarish here is 68. If anyone needs to have a little bit of the old age reversal, it's going to be Zarish. So, begin age reversal cycle. And, oh my goodness, there's so many people. Where are you? There you are, Zarish. Get in there. Does Griffith want it? No, Griffith's fine, actually. Griffith's 16, that'll be why. And then I guess, Kalani, do you want it? 26. Yes, you do. All right, Kalani can go in there. I think we'll deal with our non-violent squad all at once. Except maybe Farley. Does Farley want it? Yeah, Farley does. No, we'll have to get Farley in there. I guess we could probably stand to lose a couple more people for a little while here as well. So we'll go by order and need, I think. Trollpants, Kerwin, and Hooker. That sounds reasonable. And how long does this take? It's going to take 4 days. Yeah, 4 days in total. But that's not too bad, really. Sure, we can manage 4 days without all these folks. Oh my word, she's got wings and all sorts now. Look at her. That's cool. Yeah, big fan of the new look there, Nacho. You spin that sword. Good job. This lass has grown up, and they've developed incredibly pink hair. Hello. You still got that lipstick on, I see. Probably get you some clothes, shouldn't we? Let's see here. Have we got any clothes for you? No? No, we don't. No. Okay. Well, clothes we can do. Have a romper and a parka. How about that? What's going on with you? You're old enough to do stuff. Yes, good job. And you can remain a colonist. We're not going to enslave you, don't worry. Hey, not just any heavy fur kid romper. You're getting a masterwork kid romper. Ain't that just birthday present you never knew you wanted? You can get that on you straight away. I don't want you running around here catching a cold. Much better. Cherry Aceless Cybert. A very odd-looking child, but I mean, there's no such thing as a normal-looking child around here. We've previously established that with the likes of, you know, Apprehension and Keisha. Yes. So, if anything, Aceless, you're going to fit right in. Yeah, sigh relief, I know. Been thinking for a bit about what to do with this now empty room, and they all want the neural superchargers. So, I figure this is as good a room as any to park those in, right? How many do we need? 5 be enough? Presumably. Although, That's going to cost us 20 components just to put these 5 things together. So I think 5 will be enough. Threat detected. Hey, okay, what we got going on? Mechanoids in approximately 1.8 days from here. Pond of Dreams. And a lot of our... Yeah, 2.3 days, 2.4. Yeah, we aren't going to have Trollpants, Kerwin, and Hookit for this. Not having Hookit's a slight problem, because that means we're not going to be able to just stun lock them. Oh dear. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure the remaining defense force can deal with whatever comes our way. Now, let's see if these 5 are enough. They take what? They've got a recharge, don't they? Yeah, they recharge once a day. Okay, maybe 5's not going to be enough. 5's definitely not going to be enough, because we've got like 20 people that are all going to want to use these. Maybe we need 10. We probably need more than that. We'll restock on components and then revisit this little situation, I think. That seems like the smart choice. Wait. The long night is ending. Look at this. The long night is ending. The solar panels are generating electricity. The rain is falling. The fields can allow sowing. It worked. Our belief in the light brought it back. That's exactly what happened. You can't tell me otherwise. Athos has never been so happy to grow corn. What a monumental occasion this is to have the light back here at last in Cauliflower Valley. My goodness. It's beautiful, that is. Beautiful. As the sun rises, once again, here in Cauliflower Valley, after over a year of darkness, we'll leave things there for today. We've managed to get hypergenetics done, I would say. You know, Aethel and Nacho are now new and improved. We've still got some work to do insofar as, well, particularly as relates to the folks that are carrying guns. On top of the hypergenetics, we've reformed our ideology. You know, we've gone transhumanist. And as a result of that, everyone's really upset because they're all aged. But, you know, that's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? But it was our belief in the light that finally brought it back. And I've never been so happy to see some real greenery. Thank you very, very much, as always, for joining me. I will see you next time. Until then, take care.